Alright,
So what
so
happened, bro? Tell us.
today was a pretty crazy day. I'm gonna give a little bit of context before I tell this entire story. So first of all, a long time ago, maybe last January, I think it was something like that. Not last January, but this January, I recorded a video in my classroom, right? That was about how okay, essentially, if you haven't seen the video already, it was basically just a video of me pointing my phone at a piece of paper that was a crossword puzzle, right, in my English class. And the basic premise of the video was that the school system has failed us because it has, and I still stand by that point. You know, why are we doing crossword puzzles when we're in high school, right? And basically, the whole point of the video was is that the Hawaii public school system is not challenging enough for high schoolers, right? At least in my experience. I posted the video thinking nothing of it. Boom, it ends up getting 5 million views. Okay.
Oh, that one. That was
So
back. That was early November. I remember.
early November. So we this is just a little bit of a recap for the people that haven't seen all of this. So it gets 5 million views. I go under investigation for the state, and the whole school is like just attacking me, right? I get called into the principal's office saying that I'm under investigation for recording on campus, recording in the school, blah 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 blah, and all this bullshit, right? So I go through that for a while, and then it kind of just dies down, and we make an agreement for me not to post in the school anymore, right? And this is where I kind of goofed up. So I did another video of the math homework, and I was just saying how it was just another video of me pointing my phone at the work, saying that it's not challenging enough. So I make this video, okay, and there's been this girl. I won't say her name. We'll call her. We'll just call her A. Okay. So A starts commenting on these videos, and she's like, insulting me, talking all this shit, and just being mad about it, right? And the funny thing is that she's actually in one of my classes, right? And she doesn't say a word to me in person. She doesn't even look me in the eye. She walks right past me and acts like I don't even exist. But then online, she insults me, right? So she's a coward. We'll call her Coward, okay? So Coward keeps making these posts and stuff, and she made a post on this one. And now I realized that Coward is a coward. So today, in my second period, I see Coward, right? And all I did was smile at her kindly and make eye contact with her and let her know that I'm not going to take shit from her, right? And I didn't say anything to her. I just smiled at her kindly. And she kind of looked at me like, fuck you. And so, you know how most people are nowadays. They don't have the balls to say anything to you in person for some reason. I guess people forgot that's how life works, how the world works. You can't just insult someone online and not expect to, face repercussions. You literally have the same class as me. Anyway, so that happens. I think nothing of it. And I'm walking through the hallway at recess. And I have my back turned to this classroom, and she walks out of this classroom. And I'm pretty sure she only walked out of this classroom because she saw me and she wanted to take action, I guess. So she shoves me, right? She comes out the classroom, shoves past me, and this pisses me off, right? Because for one, if I were to do some immature shit like this, I would face massive repercussions, right? If a man comes up to a lady and pushes her for making some video that he didn't like that hurt his little feelings, then I would face massive repercussions, right? And I would be totally in the wrong. But when she does it, it's completely fine. Now the reason I say that is because after she pushed me, I'm like, "What the fuck is your problem? You're a fucking coward," and I'm calling her out, right? And she turns around. This is what makes me think she purposely just came outside to push me. She's walking in the opposite, in the same direction as me, right? And then, so she's walking ahead of me. Then she turns around and shoves me again. This time she shoves my chest. So she shoved my back the first time. Now she's shoving my chest for some fucking reason. I don't know why.
So she
If you
shoved
want to
you
fuck
two
me, just say
times.
that, bro. Yeah. So yeah, she shoved me 2 times. Okay. This is extremely immature. So I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're fucking weird. And so I just walk away, right? And she's walking back into the classroom. And then some red-haired chick that I've literally never seen in the entire school year before just comes storming out, right? And I have my back turned, and I hear her coming out just screaming. So I turn around and she's like, "Yeah, keep walking." And she's screaming at me, acting like I'm doing something wrong. And I go, "Nigga, she literally just assaulted me." And she's like, "Did you just say the N-word?" And, completely bypassing the fact that I was just assaulted,
Wait, so was
cool.
this a student or a teacher?
I'm pretty sure it was a teacher. It was a full-grown adult woman with red hair. I bet that
Okay.
says a lot. Her physiognomy already says a lot. So she comes out, she's screaming, and she gets up all in my face and she's screaming at me. Now, at this point, as a man, if you're being screamed at by a woman and you're in a physical altercation with a woman, the best thing you can do is record, nigga. Cause what the fuck else was I supposed to do, bro? So I pull out my phone and I start recording. And I'm like, yo, I just was harassed by this girl right here. And I point the camera at her, right? Teacher snatches my phone and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? That's my property.
I'm in the hallway right now.
No, thank you.
This girl right here just assaulted.
Right? So that's illegal in itself. That's a court case in itself, right? So she snatches my phone. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? So I try to grab it and she pushes me, right? So I'm pushed 3 times. Now I'm heated, right?
So now it's
So
3 for 3.
it's 3 for 0, nigga. I ain't done shit. I was minding my damn business, walking through the hallway, comes over and pushes me, right? So she pushes me, and I'm like, what the fuck? So she's like, "Oh, you can't do this, man." I'll show the video right now. We'll play the video. We'll play the audio.
Okay, but it might happen, man. It's not up to you. Absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, she just assaulted me. And you're allowing that? You're gonna take my phone?
Recovery.
You're gonna take my phone?
No, thank you.
Oh, is she allowed to assault me in the middle of the hallway? And what kind of sense is that make? You're allowed to take my phone and push me and act like I'm the one doing something wrong. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I pushed you. I helped you back. Don't make your own. You recognize yourself.
You know what? It's funny. I was walking through the hallway, minding my own business, and this bitch pushed me. Yeah, no worries. I didn't do shit. I didn't do anything wrong. She pushes me.
You're always the victim. You're
Oh, but if I was the one to push her, yeah, I'm the bad guy, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Cool.
Just assaulted. Yeah, I was just assaulted for no reason. I mean, I don't care. I got pushed for no reason. I was minding my own business. Girl comes along, pushes me, and then I'm the bad guy, right? Alright, bro.
Yeah.
And she's just like screaming at me, just saying a bunch of bullshit, right? She's like literally screaming at the top of her lungs. And I'm pissed, right? I'm not about to stand for this. I'm standing on business. I'm following this until she gives me back my motherfucking phone. She grabs my phone and walks away with it. Like, what? So she runs over to the principal's office. And I'm following her and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I was literally just assaulted. She pushed me and that's okay. You're justifying her pushing me. What kind of logic is that? I'm pissed, right? And I have every right to be. And so this nigga goes into the principal's office and places my phone on the principal's desk, right? While the principal is on a phone call. So like,
Oh,
I don't know
that's
what her thought process was.
Yeah.
So she places my phone on the desk and I'm like, okay. And I grab it and she tries to prevent me from grabbing it. So she's touching me again, right? And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And like, I grab my phone and I go to walk out of the room, right? Fucking strawberry shortcake over here uses her body as a barricade to try and block me in the room. So that's another court case in itself. That's kidnapping, nigga. Because you're trying to block a minor in the room, right? And I'm just being technical right now, right? So she tries to block me in the room, and I don't push her or anything. I walk through her because she's a small woman, right? I'm a big dude.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, right? So like this is going way out of hand. So I just walk through her ass, right? I'm like, get the fuck out of my way. So I go to leave the school, right? I'm just like, you know what, fuck this, I'm out. You can hear me say in the video, I'm out. So I go to walk down, and 2 security guards pull up on me and they're like, yo, sorry about this, bro. security guards chill as fuck. Shout out to the security guards.
Dumb.
But the security guards are like, yo, the principal wants you to come back in the office to, say what happened, give a statement, all this shit. And they're
Yeah,
like,
that,
what
that
even
makes sense
happened?
because the principal was just chilling. They didn't know what the fuck was
Yeah.
going on, so that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Nah, the principal's fuck her, dude. The principal, I'm saying that right now. She's not any better. It's that whole school is a monarchy, so it's ass. It's completely run by women, by liberal women who don't know how the world works. Anyways, so yeah, I'm getting to that. So the security guards are like, "What even happened, bro?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm minding my own business. This bitch comes in the hallway and just pushes me for no reason because she's mad about some video I made." And they're like, "What? What the fuck? She has no right to put her hands on you, bro." I'm like, that's what I'm saying, nigga. So the security guards chill as fuck, right? So they drop me off at
security
the
guard.
office. W security guards. They drop me off at the principal's office. I pull up to the principal's office. Principal's already like, what the fuck did you do, nigger? And so she's already mad because the math teacher, right? So yeah, remember the video I made again about the
Oh,
math
yeah,
class?
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that made the teacher cry, right? So it's funny. I actually left my water bottle. I forgot to mention this. I should have mentioned this earlier, but I left my water bottle in the second period, which is the period that I posted that video in, right? So during recess, this is actually why I was walking in the hall, and this is actually why I had my boys with me. So, well, one of my niggas with me, and one of the other niggas left me, which is he's a fucking pussy, so whatever, and so is his girlfriend. But anyway, so my bro that was with me, that stayed by my side, and he was with me, and I was like, yeah, bro, like this is some shit's about to go down. I need you with me. Like I saw the fucking future, bro. I'm like, I just predicted this shit because this school is too liberal, right? And so I go to the classroom, go to get my water bottle. My mom is giving me shit about the video. She's like, you better apologize to the teacher. So I'm like, all right, I'll go to apologize, So I'm like, miss, I left my water bottle. I walk up to the classroom, she's in tears, bro. For no reason, right?
Wait,
Like
is this up to date or is this an old story?
this is up to date. This is
Up to
today, my
date.
nigga. This is
Oh.
today, bro. So Shorty is crying, right? Bawling her eyes out. And I walk up to the classroom. First of all, why the fuck are you crying over a video that some student made? Why do you care that much, bro?
Wait, so
It is
so you made this video back in November. This teacher is still
No, I
crying.
made a new video, bro.
Oh, the new video. Oh, okay, my bad.
Bro is not following the lore.
No, because you said like you made the
No,
first.
I
No,
could
I
have
thought you were
explained
talking
it
about the
better.
first video. So I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's my bad. I could
Oh,
explain it better. So I'm talking about the new video now.
Oh,
I
okay.
made a new video, calling out the school system again. And by the way, the video was criticizing the Department of Education. I wasn't criticizing the teacher, so she has no fucking reason to be crying. Also, if she really took that much of offense to it and she really disagrees with it that much, why is one student's opinion affecting you so much to where you're crying? Right? Because you're not emotionally mature, right? So, and I could go over countless stories of me being disrespected in that school. This is one of them. Me being deliberately disrespected, and these motherfuckers justifying them completely disrespecting me, insulting me, and assaulting me now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So insulting me and assaulting me, right? And that's completely justified. But when I make some fucking 10-second video, it makes a teacher cry and she plays the victim, right? Now I'm the bad guy. I'm Mr. Evil for making a video, speaking my truth, and sharing my experience, which is not only my experience, it's other students' experiences too. But that doesn't matter, right? I get to the classroom, she's crying. I'm like, miss, can I have my water bottle? Also, I'm sorry for... Right as I get to the floor, she closes the door on my ass. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I walk the fuck away, and then this happens, right? So back to the office, right? I get to the principal, I tell her the story, and the first thing she's on about is, well, do you know what you did to Miss fucking Crybaby? I'll call her that. Miss CB, right?
Mm-hmm.
The teacher that was crying. She was like, do you know what you did to her? And she completely disregarding the fact that I was just assaulted in the motherfucking hall and my phone was snatched out of my hands and I was pushed by a teacher. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. I was pushed by 2 different women. What the fuck kind of shit is that? And she's bypassing that, bro? Imagine I did that shit, bro. Imagine I walked up on this motherfucker while she was minding her own business in the hall and I push her, bro. She'd be on the floor crying, right?
And
But what
you'd be in
happens to me, it doesn't
jail.
matter. and I'd be in jail, nigga. I'd be tried as an adult.
You'd
Exactly.
be in
So what
jail.
the, so I'm in the principal's office, and she completely bypasses it. And she starts yapping about Miss Crybaby, talking about, oh, we had an agreement about the video. You're not supposed to post videos on the school campus. And fair, I messed up on that. I wasn't really supposed to post the video, but they didn't stick to our agreement either, because one, there has been other students that have posted videos on the campus, right? In the classrooms. I'll refer to it as in the classrooms. That's what she was saying, right? So there was a student that posted a video in the classroom, the same exact classroom, trying to call me out and saying that I'm such a bad guy for making the video that I made, right? And he didn't get nearly as much repercussions as I did, right? And there was another video. There's been several videos that have been posted at the school that are negative, right? There is a video of two girls fighting at that school. One of the girls getting her ass beat in front of hundreds of fucking kids. Hundreds of kids are making fun of her, saying, yeah, beat her ass, nah, nah, nah. And you're going to tolerate fight videos being posted at your school, but you're not going to tolerate some kid speaking out about his experiences, about how your education system isn't fucking challenging enough? Like, what? What the fuck kind of logic is that? Literally think about that. There is literal fight videos of someone being humiliated, right? Imagine you were in that girl situation. You're in a fight, you get jumped by this girl for whatever reason, whatever dumbass high school drama, and it's posted all over the school. There's a literal fight account dedicated to that school, and nobody says anything about that, right? Nobody bats a fucking eye. So I bring that up to her, and she's like, well, it's not about them, it's about your video.
What the
And she's like, oh, well, no one complained about that video, people complained about your video, right?
So
So
they're
now
just trying to save face.
yeah, so she's just making excuses for why my video is so evil compared to these videos, right? She's like, yeah, well, no one complained about those videos, and I'm like, all right, cool, so whatever. I guess that doesn't matter, right? And I'm the one that got to say sorry, right? Okay, cool. So I'm talking to her. I'm
Wait,
talking to her
hold on.
about the
One,
shit.
one second. Imagine
Yeah,
bypassing that. Oh, students getting our ass beat at school. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
yeah, it's
Like that.
crazy.
That's fine. And whatever. No one complains about
It's
it. People
crazy.
love it. Who cares?
It's crazy. And
Yeah.
I actually didn't mention her. I didn't mention that to her. I didn't say specifically fighting.
Yeah.
I was saying that there were videos in the school that have been made. And why is my video the only one that's being shamed for it, essentially? And she's like, well, because people were complaining and you offended people, right? If I offended people, first of all, y'all don't like me in the first place. Y'all were being assholes to me before I recorded this motherfucking video. So why are you watching it now and commenting on it and reporting it to the teacher? Oh, yeah, that's right, because it's targeted attacks. These are coordinated attacks done on me to make me look like the bad guy. It's a matrix attack. It's a fucking psyop. They're trying to make me seem like the evil fucking villain when they're the ones that are watching the videos. If you don't like the videos, don't watch them, nigga. Simple. I'm not on your Instagram account talking shit. I even made a video about this yesterday, bro, on my YouTube channel. Go check it out, KaiOno08 on YouTube. But I'm fucking talking about this shit. I'm like, yo, why can't we just accept other people's opinions and leave it at that? Cool. I think the education system is not challenging enough, and you don't. You feel like doing crossword puzzles is awesome. Yay, I get a free day. I'm a high school harsh world that I need a job and I need a proper education to get me through society. But nah, I'd rather sit on my fucking phone all class, have a shit attention span, and do crossword puzzles all day because I want the easy way out, right? So, okay, cool. So I don't agree with that, right? Am I going around reporting you to the school? Am I going around insulting you? Right? I've been insulted several times at this school, right? I've had horrible things said to me, but that doesn't matter because I'm not a bitch, right? So I like, what kind of logic is that, bro? I lost my train of thought. So yeah, I'm talking to her about all this shit, and she's completely bypassing it, and just focusing on me. What did I do wrong? This, and that, making excuses for it, bro.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. Like she just said, okay, we'll talk about it later, and we kind of ended it on a mutual note. But This just shows how fucked the public school system is. And you know, like if we were to just stop caring that other people are different, like if we just accepted, not stop caring, but if we just accepted that other people have different opinions than we do, and other people have different experiences than we do, and that's okay, and other people have every single right to post about their experiences regardless of how it makes you feel, then that's okay, bro. Like, accept that I have a different opinion or a different perspective than you. Why are we judging other people for that? You know, like it goes with politics, it goes with religion. Like, cool, you believe something different than what I believe. Cool. We don't have to hate each other for it, bro. We don't gotta insult each other for it, bro. That's the whole reason. Niggas are always out here saying, yo, the politicians are dividing us. You're dividing yourselves, nigga. If you stopped judging people based off of what they believe in, then we wouldn't have 99% of the problems that we have today. So that's pretty much the whole story.
Okay,
And
so
you know, it
recap.
ended up getting sorted out.
You got shoved 3 times. Your
Shoved three
phone
times.
stolen
My phone's taken
temporarily.
temporarily,
You
and
had
I
to go
got
to the
that shit back.
principal's office, and you're like potentially just gonna face more repercussions going forward.
Probably not, because they know that they fucked up, and they
Okay.
know that I really didn't do anything wrong. Like, I mean, yeah, sure, I posted the video after saying I wouldn't, which is my bad, and I did apologize for that, and I took full responsibility for that because, you know, I actually take responsibility for my actions. But, you know, I could flip the tables around on them and say, you know, if you're telling me I can't record on campus, then how come these students can? Oh,
Wait. So
because
you guys said you made a deal. Who broke the deal first?
it wasn't I mean, yeah, sure, it was a deal, but it wasn't like a fucking document. Like, we
Yeah,
didn't sign
I
a
know,
piece
but
of paper.
like, what was their side of the deal and what was your side of the deal?
There was no deal. The deal was that I'm not allowed to post videos on school campus anymore, right?
Okay.
Just me. And because they were trying to say that they have a policy about not posting videos on campus, which is bullshit, right? So if I'm not allowed to post videos on campus, I could flip it around and say, okay, if I'm not allowed to post what I believe in, right? What I think is righteous, I wasn't fucking uh, creating a harmful environment for anyone. I was criticizing the DOE for the work not being challenging enough, right? That's a fair fucking argument, and that's my experiences, right? How about I turn around and go, okay, the people that make the fight videos, I have a problem with that, and they're not allowed to do that, and they need to face repercussions as well. And as well as the other people that have made videos that aren't even harmful per se. There was a video of somebody throwing a football on the school campus, right? And cool, you know, and like, not harmful at all. But fuck it, bro. I'm gonna complain about that video, because why not? Why not be petty? If I can't record anything on the campus, neither can then, because that's not fair. Because what if I disagree with that? What if my feelings are hurt about that? They don't give a fuck about how I feel, and it
Fair
showed
point.
today.
Fair point.
So what the fuck kind of logic is that? Why am I the only one that's not allowed to post? And why am I the only one that has to deal with people insulting me, people calling me a fat piece of shit? I had an incident with a girl, with several girls at that fucking school who have just been bitches to me for no reason. I've had people come up to me and insult me into my face and outcast me and just treat me like shit, but I haven't said anything. You know why? Because I'm not an emotional little bitch like everybody else at that school. And I don't go around trying to purposely make people out to be some monster for sharing their opinion. So,
Mhm.
you know, yeah, I fucked up on posting the video, but I still stand by it, bro. I'm not sorry for anything.
Yeah.
And if they're gonna cry about it, and if they're gonna be so affected by what my opinion is, then so be it, bro. Because
Mhm.
I stand by it, and thousands of other people do too.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one that has said this. You know, I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'm the only one that's actually speaking out about it.
Yeah.
So
Publicly.
go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. Fucking do whatever you need to do to
Dude,
make me
that's
seem like a
crazy
bad guy.
how
I don't give a
fight
fuck.
videos can be posted, but you filming a fucking video about the DOE is flagged. Like, that's
Yeah.
so crazy. Aren't schools supposed to like stop bullying and like protect people from getting bullied? Isn't that what schools are supposed to do?
Yeah, and aren't schools supposed to push equality as well? Like, what type of shit is that?
This ain't no equality. This is some fucking dequality, bro.
Yeah, it's dumb. And you know, like this whole situation aside, this is what's wrong with America, bro. This is what is wrong with society in general. Like, it's literally all about opinions, right? It's literally all about agreeing to disagree and learning how to not feel so triggered because other people have a different viewpoint than you. Like, this is like what I was saying about religion and politics, where people will hate you. You know, they'll, like Donald Trump, huge example, right? People will hate Donald Trump, you know. Oh yeah, Donald Trump's this, Donald Trump is that, right? And then I'll come out and say I actually support Donald Trump and I like his policies. And then they'll stop being friends with me. Or they'll call me a racist, a sexist, all these things and say that I'm such a horrible person, right?
Yeah.
But why can't you just be like, okay, well, I disagree that you like Donald Trump and I think you're wrong, but I don't hate you for it and I don't think any less of you for it. Like, how hard is it to have that mindset?
Pretty difficult,
Like,
apparently.
genuinely. And it's about making, you know, just being able to live with each other's differences, right? You know, we live in an emotional society, and unfortunately, we live in a society where if you say something that is against the norm or against society standards, you get ridiculed for it, and you get acted like you get treated like you're some monster, right? That's dumb. But I'm not trying to give you some sob story, right? I'm not trying to make you feel bad for me because I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, I'm a man, and I'm gonna share my opinion regardless of what other people think. Because you know what? That's what Jesus Christ did.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, who cares? We just need to be more emotionally mature, especially the younger generations. Because if we keep living in a world where someone's opinion's gonna hurt your feelings, and you know, oh, I'm gonna cry because oh, some student said that my work wasn't challenging enough. I'm gonna make some big deal. Stop being emotional, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck is wrong with you? The world doesn't care. Like, like if I'm not allowed to cry if this shit happen. You think anybody would give a
Yeah.
fuck
If,
if
if
I was
you, dude,
crying?
if you fucking cried, people would just make fun of you.
Exactly,
Like
bro. I'd
that's
be
it,
seen as a
bro.
little bitch. But when it's women, when it's you know, it's fucking dumb. It's a double standard. You know, I feel like we should all be able to share express ourselves and not feel really ridiculed for it. I didn't, and like I said, if you were to go watch those videos, the first one that I made, the one that got 5 million views, the one back in January, I was cursing, right? And I was saying that the paper that they're giving us is bullshit because it is. A crossword puzzle in high school, really, nigga? But okay, cool, right? The second video, way less criticism than the first video, right? Literally just a sound and a caption saying that, you know, this schoolwork isn't challenging enough, essentially, and this isn't going to help me in the real world, which newsflash, it's not. And if you were to ask every single one of these teachers, name you know, a subject or a class in your high school that you didn't want to take or that you don't use in the real world, they would be able to tell you a fucking subject, right? Why is this normalized? I'm Everybody's gone through it, they just don't say anything, right? So what did I do wrong? Right? Literally, if you look at the videos and you look at what I was saying, you'll see that there was no malicious intent. There was no intent to make somebody cry or to cause a harmful environment or harass people, because that's what they're saying. They're saying that I almost said her name, that Miss CB feels harassed, or that she feels, you know, this and that about me being in the classroom. Bro, one opinion, one 10-second video of a student sharing his opinion about the Department of Education, not even about the teacher herself, because she's not the one creating the curriculum,
Yeah.
is gonna make you cry, and you're gonna make some big ass uproar about it and make it all about your emotions. Nah, man the fuck up. Not man the fuck up, women the fuck up. Aren't women supposed to be strong and independent,
Oh
and
yeah.
women can do
What
as
happened to
much as men
that?
can do? What happened to that? You know, what happened to men? What happened to women being able to do everything that men can do? Oh, that's right, they can't. People are gonna get mad at that too. Guess what? I don't care. Get mad, bro. Stay mad, nigga.
Break some
Stay,
tables and videotape it, and
stay,
we'll watch it.
stay posting my videos. Stay commenting on my videos, bro. Stay making fun of me, bro. There's no such thing as bad publicity, dude. You're just benefiting me. If you don't like what I say, don't fucking listen, nigga.
As Tito Coscarelli would say, stay molding.
Stay molding, yo. Shout out to Tito. Shout out Tito, bro.
Yeah, for real, bro.
But yeah, that's basically it. And what's your opinion on this, bro? What would you do if you were in my situation?
It's a good question. Honestly, I'm more of an outcast. I wouldn't really be in that situation, but if I was,
Yeah, you
it's
probably
like,
wouldn't have never fucking said
well,
that.
yeah. Well, not publicly, because I just don't really make videos like that.
Yeah,
But honestly, if I was, I would just try to power through it because that's really all you can do,
absolutely. Yeah,
Like, because I don't know, like bitching out to the school system, like it's not really gonna work, 'cause,
yeah, it's
like,
true.
yeah. So honestly, powering through it, that's really all you can do. Like you don't really
True.
have any other options.
Because then you get fucking investigated against and all this shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was bitching. I was being loud. I was being a loudmouth. But I'm proud of it, and I'm admitting to it. But hey, I have every right to do that, and you have every right to not do that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
But like it honestly feels like round 2 from last time, bro. Like genuinely.
oh yeah, yeah. This is round 2. But hey, you know what the good thing is though, is
What?
that the only male counselor at that school, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. I had a conversation with him about it, and he was super chill, and he understood every single point. And he was saying, how come other people can post videos? Basically, every point that I made,
With
he
this
agreed
up
with.
to date situation or the last time you
Up
talked to him?
both,
Both.
actually.
Okay. Both. Awesome.
He's a really chill dude, and that says a lot.
Yeah.
And this says a lot about how men and women work. Men aren't emotional based. But anyway, I won't get into that. The good news about it is that he is currently in the process of allowing me to do my work from online.
Oh,
So
dubs.
yeah, so I probably. I mean, it's not guaranteed. He's asking the teachers right now if they can like somehow get that sorted out.
Yeah.
But
They
that's really
should.
cool.
Honestly, if they don't, that's kind of fucked up. Well, at least like if the teachers don't comply with it, Because like if they could comply and like still not make it work, then that's one thing. But if they choose not to comply, that's kind of to me that's kind of fucked up. Because it's very clear you're being outcasted and you're being targeted. So if they intentionally want you to keep coming through, even though they don't like you, to some degree, it's kind of like they know what they're doing. Like, and to me, that's kind of fucked up because it's just clear, blatant targeting for what like
Yeah, exactly.
just because they hate you. Like to me, that would be kind of fucked up.
Yeah, and like I was saying, it's all
It'd be a
emotion.
win-win for both sides.
Yeah, it's all emotion.
Yeah.
It's them. It's their ego. It's their. And honestly, it's my ego too.
Yeah, I was just
'Cause
about to say that.
I'm the one-
like yours too, to some degree.
Yeah, and I take full responsibility for that. But they're not taking responsibility for it. They're putting the blame all on me, right? Which is not what you should do. And I'll take self accountability. I understand when I'm wrong. I probably shouldn't have posted that video, right? I'm here to say it, bro. That was a dumbass move. That was dumb for me to do. But you know what? I'm fucking human, nigga, and I make mistakes, and I own up to my mistakes, right? And I'm not someone that's gonna push it under the carpet and act like I ain't do nothing wrong, right? Because that's what the fuck they're doing, and that's what you call a coward. And I'm not a coward, bro. I'm everything under the sun. You can call me an asshole, you can call me a bully, you can call me a bad person, you can call me all these fucking names, but I am not a coward, right? And I stand by that, nigga. And I will die before I ever bow down to anybody other than God.
Yeah.
I live by that, bro. I will stand by what I believe in. And you could say if I didn't make the video, this would have never happened as well, right? But it goes both ways, bro. I think we all play a part in how these circumstances play out,
That's still crazy how you got fucking assaulted for a fucking video.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Fucking 10-second video on Instagram equals assault.
Yeah,
Insane.
Yeah, just it kind of just shows who they are as people,
Yeah. It's also sad because it's like you have to just be around these fucking people, and if these people are able to get off the hook, and you're the one getting persecuted, then it kind of says something about the people in charge as well.
Exactly. And like I said, they don't know how the real world works. This isn't how things are supposed to. I don't know how to say it. This isn't how the world
Operate.
works. Operate. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. You know, this isn't ethical, you know. This is unfair. And you know, I'm not gonna, you know, try to complain or try to act like I'm some victim, because that's what the fucking teacher that took my phone was like. She's like, "You're victimizing yourself, blah blah blah." And I wasn't. I was speaking facts. I was assaulted for no fucking reason.
Hey, you know
And
what
I'm
they say?
standing by that,
Accuse the
bro.
other side of what they're doing, of what you're doing.
Exactly, bro. You
You know what
know,
they say,
so
bro?
it's pretty wild. And
Yeah.
but you know, I'm thankful for the people that stand by my side. I'm thankful for my supporters. Thankful
Yeah.
for my nigga. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I said his name, Kanoa, my G. He's the
Mhm.
one that recorded the video and stuck by my fucking side, bro. So fuck yeah, shout out him. He's dope.
Yeah, that's G shit.
G shit. And you know, shout out Dorian for fucking being there, being a good friend.
For 4
And
fucking years, bro.
yeah, dude, Dorian's a fucking OG. This is my real nigga right here, dog. And you know, like I'm grateful. You know, I don't got any complaints. You know, it is what it is. There's so many people going through way worse than I am. You know, this is just like I'm kind of just doing this for entertainment, this podcast, and kind of just sharing uh not only my
Experiences.
experiences,
Yeah.
not only my experiences, but my message, you know,
And perspective.
and
Well, I mean,
perspective.
perspective,
Yeah.
that means kind of the same thing, but yeah.
Yeah, you know, because like if you know the people that are listening to this podcast, if you're still here, if you're still listening all the way through, like the main message, bro, is just respect other people's opinion and don't act out of your emotion. You know,
Yeah, it takes 2
you,
people to shake hands.
it does, bro. You know, and you can't burn bridges with people just because you disagree with them. You know, that's not a good thing. You can burn bridges with people if they genuinely wronged you
Yeah,
or they did something.
if people give you a good reason to burn a bridge, then go ahead, right?
Yeah, but like just because you guys disagree on a couple words, couple sentences,
Yeah,
you
that's
know, a
fucking
couple
stupid.
topics, that's dumb, yo.
Yeah.
That's fucking dumb. You shouldn't do that. That's not how the world works. What
Yeah.
do you want to transition this segment, or you think that was good?
First, I'm a plug. All right, so I got this like documentary video coming out soon. Right now, it's gonna be like 2+ hours long. So when this shit drops, I'm telling you, it's gonna be epic. I got fucking big news. Well, like I'm not gonna announce it right now, but I got big news to the channel coming soon. So a lot of crazy shit going on with me. I'm gonna start making new types of content. I'm gonna start fucking branching out and shit. I'm gonna start working hard. New series coming to the channel eventually. So I just wanted to plug real quick. So you got anything?
Subscribe, like the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple of products. As some of the people know that are listening to this podcast and my Instagram followers, I am an advocate for going to the gym and being healthy and being the best person you can be physically and mentally. And yeah, man, shameless plug. There you go. Subscribe to the YouTube channels. It's free. You know, you don't have to. We put a lot of work into editing these videos, and a like and a comment and a share and a subscribe are greatly appreciated. It only takes
it
a little
means
bit
a
of your
lot.
time. It means a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, fucking one of my old videos, it was the first classrooms video. 5% of the viewers watched all the way through. Even though it's only 5% out of 12,000 that watched, that shit means a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it really does.
Yeah. You know, and it sucks, you know, because it's going back to what I was saying earlier. Like, you know, kids in classrooms have such low attention spans that they would rather just be on their phone and do easy peasy work and just not learn anything new.
Mhm.
You know, so if you're not one of those people, with a terrible attention span, and you actually watch this video all the way through,
Or if
you're
you're
a
just like
special person
studying
out
while
there.
listening to this or anything.
Yeah, you're a special person. I think that's a good podcast so far.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I gotta go to the gym. end that shit.
All right.
Make sure you